Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another figure review. Today we're taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtle Power Mauser Mayhem starter set for Heroclix. So if you're not familiar with Heroclix, look it up. I've been out of it for a little while, but I saw this set the other day and thought this was a really cool looking thing, and perfect little starter set to kind of get back into the game here. So we're kind of looking at this with fresh eyes a little bit. It comes in a nice window box looking package here. You've got the 4 turtles down here, some nice original comic artwork here, lots of Mausers chomping around and everything. Flipping it over to the back, we have a synopsis of what's going on, all the components listed, and some other stuff here. So very cool looking thing. This came out in 2016, it says down here, by WizKids and NECA. Pretty nice looking. So let's go ahead and just unbox this thing and see what it is. We'll just start with our handy dandy X-Acto knife here and just slice this open real quick. Pull the shrink wrap out. So this particular starter set is, it does have these 4 figures here, and they are exclusive to this starter set. You can't get these any other way, as far as I'm aware. Come on. Shaking the box to try to get it to pop out. It's in there pretty tight. There we go. Pretty nice, just a general box here. We'll save that for later. We do have a nice little insert here. And we've got all the components underneath here. So let's just start by taking a look at the figures. We do get the 4 Ninja Turtles here. Donatello, and I'll zoom in on these things in a few minutes here, but there's Donatello. Michelangelo. Raphael, and Leonardo. Very nice looking. Again, we've got a tray to keep everything in, so we will store everything in there after we get through them. We've got silicone gel pack, so that can be thrown in the trash. We've got a set of dice. We have a package of stuff that we will take a look at here in a moment. We have another package of stuff. We've got the core rule book for the 2015. Pretty nice. This tells you all about how to go about playing Heroclix, which I've never really paid any attention to the rules, so that's one of the reasons I don't really know much about this stuff. Essentially though, there's lots of rules here, so look through the rules when you get a chance. On the back here is a nice little size chart though. Pretty cool. Then we've got this cool scenario game set book, which is pretty nice looking actually. So this is specific to the Ninja Turtle franchise. Very cool looking. And quick reference on the back, so that's very nice. Stick that back in the box, and let's take a look at, we already looked through the rule book. Let's open up a couple of these bag things to see what we got. Let's start with this token set here. Actually, no, let's go with the maps, I think. Got a piece of tape here holding this down, so we'll just gently slice that tape open and see what we get in here. Looks like a bunch of tiles and maps. rather large map is what it looks like. This is one of the cool things about the Heroclix starter sets, is you do get some cool maps with it. This is a rather large map here as well. So we have, looks like the Ninja Turtle lair. Very cool, really nice large map here. So it looks like 24 by A through P. And we'll flip it over to the other side. And we've got some really cool looking, looks like the floor of the Technodrome or something like that. So some really cool little electronic gadgets and stuff here. So pretty nice looking. Actually, this is Baxter's Lab Indoor. It says so right down there on the corner. So that's really nice. Very cool looking large map, double-sided. It's got the nice paperweight to it. So each of these squares are big enough to hold one Heroclix. So you can kind of move them around wherever you need to. Pretty nice. Then the rest of these are extensions for the base map. So we've got a couple of these. We'll just flip through them real quick. They're all mostly the same texture-wise. They got a few pipes here, there, and abouts for you to do entrances and exits from. Not a whole lot of difference on all of these, but still very nice. Can come in very handy to extend your battle maps. Then we've got a couple of these larger room-sized extensions. So yeah, pretty cool looking. Let's switch over here to this other box here. Again, another piece of tape holding things in. Alright, to start with, we've got the Heroclix cards for each of the characters. So there's one for Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. The back of these have some of the skills for them. Pretty nice looking cards. Standard trading card size. They're kind of this flimsy cardboard, kind of poster board stuff, so still nice. You get a card for each character. Then we've got some extra tokens here. These are front and back, so smoke, special, blocking barrier, etc. So pretty cool looking. Again, without going through the rule book, don't really know. Then we've got powers and abilities. Essentially a quick cheat sheet here for your Heroclix. Pretty nice looking. Pretty cool. And we've got a bunch more regular tokens here. So we've got April O'Neil, Baxter Stockman, Casey Jones, the Rat King, Splinter, Player One, Ninja Warrior on the back. Pretty straightforward here. Some rats, some more foot ninjas, some sewer grates, manhole covers. We've got some Mousers because obviously this is Mouser Mayhem. So you get quite a few Mousers here to fight against, I'm assuming. So that's pretty cool. You just punch these out and you can use them as tokens. Later on, if you pick up some of the other booster packs for the actual figures themselves, you can replace some of these tokens with those characters, which is pretty nice, but it's cool that you get some, generic ones here to use in the meantime. So very nice looking. So yeah, you get a ton of stuff in this set here. We didn't look at the dice here, but they are just generic 6-sided die. I'll go ahead and pull them out of the package as well. They are taped together. Everything's always taped. These are the smaller dice, so there we got a 7. See what we get that time. We get 10. So yes, they're dice. They work like any other dice. So still nice that they include them in the set. So yes. About the only thing we have left to do is just to take a look at the actual Heroclix themselves here. So let's go ahead and zoom in and do that. So we're zoomed in here. So let's take a look at the actual Heroclix figures that come in the set. We'll start here with Leo. The sculpt work on these things is really nice. They got some really nice paint details here going on. Actually, really I'm digging these. They look really nice here. So let's just spin them around here so you can see. Very nice detail work here. Might could use a little bit better paint apps as far as some detailing goes, but all in all, it looks really nice. Very nice looking sculpts. The actual bases themselves, you've got the character here, the point value, your actual number underneath the sword here of the actual Heroclix itself for the collector side of you. Then you've got the dial here, so the way these things work is you just kind of twist the base and it shows you the stats. So again, I don't know exactly all of the basics here, but essentially you start off at like full health here, and then depending on how much damage you go, things change, and or you level up and change things, etc., 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 until you get knocked out. So pretty nice little system. There are plenty of tutorials on how to actually play Heroclix, so I'm not going to bother because I don't know right now, so we'll get back to that. But the figure itself, very cool looking for Leo. Let's take a look at Raph here. Got his sai in his hands, some very nice. It's essentially the same basic sculpt on all these things. They're, as far as the bodywork goes, which is good. Paint apps are about the same on this one. It needs a little bit of weathering, a little bit of detail, but overall, they look really cool. I'll just spin him around so you can see. Very nice, though. Very cool looking. Moving on to Donnie. His bow staff is a little bit bent here, but little heat gun, and you can kind of fix that pretty easily. Same level of detail. Looks really nice. The only thing I don't really like about this one is that in my head he needs his strap across his shoulder. But moving on to the last one in the set here, Michelangelo. Mikey. Cool looking nunchucks. These things look really awesome. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I like these things. All in all, very nice. So there you go. That is everything that's included in the starter set for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mauser Mayhem for Heroclix. Overall, it's a really great set. You get some really cool figures. You get some cool tokens. You get the cards to go with the Heroclix. You get all the rule sets, some dice, some cool maps, and some cool little tiles to go with it. So you can easily integrate this into other role-playing games and the like. And, you know, it's a fairly inexpensive set right now. It's around 20 bucks or so. So for the price, I really can't not recommend picking it up. If you're a Ninja Turtle fan, I think you'll really enjoy this. If you're a Heroclix fan, then you'll probably enjoy this. And if you're not a fan of either, then you might not get anything out of it. But who knows? So as far as the other reason to pick up this set is the figures themselves, the 4 Ninja Turtles here. They actually come in the classic colorized version of the characters here. So Raph has the red bandana, Mike the orange, Donnie the purple, and Leo the blue. The other Heroclix that they came out with, I think the first set has them more truer to the original comic set, so that they are basically all wearing the red headbands. And I think later they introduced some of the colorized versions in the more of the cartoon sculpt. So as far as I know, this is the only way to get the more, I guess I would say, movie versions of the characters with their colored headbands. So worth picking it up for that, especially if you're a collector. I think you'll really dig these. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Drop some comments down below to let us know what you think of the Mauser Mayhem starter set for Heroclix Ninja Turtles. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Let us know what you'd like to see in future episodes. And until next time, game on.